Hello everyone. Good morning. I'm Meena Girish, host of Little Storytellers. So, celebrating Read Aloud Day. Today I have a beautiful book with me, which I'll be reading aloud. So, this book is written by Nandita Sarkar, and the beautiful illustrations are done by Nilofer Wadia. So, before I read, I would like to read about the author, Nandita Sarkar. Nandita Sarkar is a marketing communications professional who has worked on creating several brand stories during her career. This is her first children's storybook inspired by her love for nature and its wonderful creations. Thank you, Nandita, for this beautiful book. And Nilofer Wadia, the illustrator, is an ex advertising professional who quit to work as an illustrator and artist. She has illustrated over 30 children's storybooks, but this is the first time working with her friend Nandita, which makes it so much more fun. So, thank you, Nilofer, for these beautiful illustrations. So, this book, as you can see, is about minis and the strangely cut leaf. It is about Minnie and the strangely cut leaves. You can see Minnie being adventurous, trying to investigate and find out why these leaves are looking so strange. Name of the book is Mysteries in Nature. Mysteries in Nature. You can see the mysteries in nature, the beautiful birds, the snails, and the butterflies, and the flowers and plants. Minnie and the strangely cut leaves. Shoo! Oh, sit somewhere else, not on my plants. Perched on the bar above, Fudfud knew that was meant for him, but he stubbornly refused to budge. And this is Fudfud sitting on the bars in the balcony and who shooed away, but he's not ready to go. Shoo! The pigeon cocked its head, stared hard in the direction of the angry voice, and flew off reluctantly. Who was chasing Fudfud? There, a cat, wide eyed, trying to find out who was doing this. Who was chasing Fudfud away from the plants? Me, 6-year-old Yamin. This is Yamin, and lovingly she's called Minnie. Oh, but where is Minnie? She is nowhere to be seen, although we just heard her shooing Fudfud away. Meow, purred Molly as she came looking for a playmate. So Molly was looking all the while for Minnie, but she was unable to find where Minnie was. But Minnie was well hidden amidst the many potted plants. She was hidden amidst the many potted plants, and look at her laughing. She chuckled softly, seeing Molly poke her kitten head curiously around a flower pot. She was laughing, enjoying what Molly was trying to do. The balcony was Minnie's favorite. Look at how beautiful the balcony is, right? It was filled with ferns, lilies, bougainvillea, jasmine, marigold, hibiscus, ixora, passion flower, orchids, and many more beautiful flowers. Truly beautiful. Anyone would like to sit there. Minnie's mother had shown her a clever way to identify each plant by its unique leaves. See, this multicolored croton leaf, so different from the delicate feathery fern or that large heart-shaped one there. See, the multicolored, the croton leaves, the soft and delicate fern leaves, and the leaves that look different in shape, almost like the elephant ears. Instinctively, Minnie stuck her thumbs to her ears and flapped her open palms, mimicking the flapping ears of the elephant leaf. Yes, you are quite right. That one is a caladium, also called the elephant ear plant, because of its big leaves, explained her mother, smiling. Minnie's plant friends were really quite interesting, isn't it? One Saturday morning, Minnie and Molly were playing in the balcony when suddenly something odd caught Minnie's eyes. It was the elephant ear plant. These leaves look different today, she said, going up to take a closer look. Look, the leaves looked different, cut here and there, and she was trying to find out. Someone had cut the edges of the leaf into half circles, giving it a rather strange shape. And it wasn't the only one. There were five such caladium leaves, similarly cut out with stencil like precision. Mama, you have to come see this. Together, they inspected the leaf thoroughly, but could not see anything that may have caused the damage. The next day, Minnie's mother was busy preparing their special Sunday lunch of dosa with coconut chutney and sambar. Look, Mama was busy preparing. Minnie, she called, please get some fresh leaves from our curry tree and some chilies too. Minnie was happy helping her mother, and she went to the kitchen garden in their balcony. Oh, look at the beautiful brinjal, tomatoes, and the chilies. Minnie is happily plucking them. Then, when she was about to turn towards the kitchen, as she turned to head back to the kitchen with her pickings, he noticed the same cut out pattern, this time on the cucumber leaves. Now, this time it was not on the elephant ear, on the cucumber leaves, and here also you can see the leaves, the shapes of the leaves, the passion leaves. Oh, and there it is again on the passion flower leaves. The mystery of the odd shaped leaves was deepening now. She was eager to know why is this happening and who is doing it. Who is damaging the leaves like this? Could it be a caterpillar? She wondered, imagining a fat caterpillar chomping away hungry. Look, the caterpillar chomping away hungry. Or was it that annoying Fudfud and his pigeon friends? Was it the Fudfud? Hmm, perhaps a grasshopper has decided to make a feast of these leaves. It can be a grasshopper. Now, these thoughts were going in her mind. And then Minnie was thinking hard for a way to solve the mystery when her mother came up with a great idea. Now, her mother is giving her idea to find out why this happened. Why don't you become a detective and keep a plant vigil? That way, you can even catch the culprit red handed. This is what her mother suggested. That afternoon, Minnie hid behind the tall living room curtains, armed with her grandfather's giant magnifying glass. See, she is hiding behind the curtains and she's standing in such a way that she could see the culprit and the culprit cannot see her. And to add on, she has her grandfather's magnifying glasses. Positioning herself to get a clear view of the balcony, she waited patiently, watching for the slightest movement amongst the leaves. A half hour went by with very little action in the balcony. A snail made its way from one pot to another, taking its own sweet turn. A lime green butterfly flitted about gracefully. A chirpy munia pair, carrying long strands of grass in their beaks, came looking for a place to build their nest. But none of these visitors seemed interested in any kind of leaf cutting. Look, the butterfly, the munias, and the snail here. They were not interested in cutting the leaf. Now, who is that? Suddenly, Minnie's ears picked up a faint buzzing sound. There was something buzzing around. The buzzing grew louder. Right then, what appeared to be a honeybee? What appeared to be a honeybee sailed into the balcony garden. The bee headed straight for the caladium leaves. Minnie watched intently as it swiftly and skillfully cut perfect semicircles out of the edges of the leaves. See, it was cutting perfectly the semicircles out of the leaves. And then the bee went around the plants, repeating the action. So it went to all plants. Minnie's eyes followed the bee as it finally settled on some soft moss, perhaps taking a short break before buzzing out to cut more leaves. Look how he did it. So crafty. Mama, guess what I just saw? Minnie rushed to tell her mother about her exciting discovery. Her mother listened patiently. I have never heard of honeybees doing something so strange. Let's find out more. Browsing through Minnie's Junior Encyclopedia, they found that the circular leaf cutout was the handiwork of a rather unique type of bee. A leaf cutter bee. Of course, that makes complete sense. See, they look at the encyclopedia and find out that it's the leaf cutter bee. And the leaf cutter bee uses leaves to make its nest, as you see there in the picture. Take a look at some fascinating facts Minnie learnt about her unwelcome but rather talented visitor. Leaf cutter bees use cutout disc-shaped leaf pieces of broad-leaved plants to construct their nest. So this is how they use the leaf that they cut out and use it for making their nest. And they prefer to build their artistic leaf nest in cavities, like plant stems, wood, and concrete. Bee, see, this is how they fight with the leaf, and then they use it in this concrete or the plant stem or concrete. A bee that cuts circles out of leaves to build a tube-shaped leaf nest. How cool is that, Molly? See, Minnie was liking the fact the way the leaves were cut by the bee and used as to prepare his nest. Nature is magical, isn't it? The mystery finally solved. Minnie's face beamed as she turned to look at the strangely cut leaves once more. Nature is just like a magician with her little tricks and surprises, isn't it, Mama? So nature is truly magician. Look, and Minnie is happy that finally the mystery of the strangely cut leaf is solved. I hope you loved this book, and I would recommend all of you, if you could get this book and include it in your library of collections, it would be very beautiful experience. Learning from nature and creating stories, such wonderful stories. Thank you once again, Nandita.